every time, you know.
Mm. Do you have poem?
Yes, I do. Do you want to hear it right now? Because we are recording. Let's start with a short poem. Like, it's not 100% like a short poem, but it's a poem. It's a extract from a song that I have been listening this whole summer by Chainsmokers. It's called Paris, and I'm going to read you my favorite part. So, Paris by Chainsmokers extract. If we go down, then we go down together. They'll say you could do anything. They'll say that I was clever. If we go down, then we go down together. We'll get away with everything. Let's show them we are better. I've been listening to this song this practically the whole summer, and it's been ringing in my mind, so I wanted to read this part to you. I don't have a specifically a short poem or have prepared one. So this was a vibe for today. Anyways, how are you doing?
Um, I'm okay. Just came from work, did lunch, and recording this pod with you, and gonna come back. And this summer job has been really interesting. Meeting new people, interacting with like lots of people every day, and it's been really good. Yeah. How about you?
Oh yeah, like as you can see, I am sick a little bit because I have been going to pool every single day, and I think my nose got irritated because of the water or something, or some bacteria might gotten into my through my nose into my throat. So this happens every summer. Every time I try to do lots of cardio on water, I stop running. I stop going for a run. I can get the same results of running just by swimming. So that's what I have been trying to do. And here is the result. I think I'm gonna have to take a couple of days off to recover. Maybe I will be back to pool by the end of this week. We will see. I hope I will get better. Just today, I rode a bike. I went to Des Moines on my bike, and it was very interesting. In the morning, when I was going, it was the weather was cooler, and when I was coming back, the weather was so warm and I was sweating. Well, yeah, like that's another mandatory cardio session that I have. Like I try to plant this kind of mandatory cardio as part of my life, so that I'm not leading a very sedentary life. I teach. I I try to even if I'm teaching, I try to move around, but that's not quite enough. So that's why I like cycling, swimming, running, like mixing all this together has been quite effective. Working on that.
Well, I think during the day, moving your body, like working out, running, like doing activities is super essential for yourself because most of the time I find myself sitting for too long in the car or not being active, and I find myself so bad, because I get stressed like really quickly. The things are going around me is gonna make me feel stress very quickly, and all of the things that are happening around seem so irritating. And after moving my body, if I go for a run or just taking a walk, it's gonna calm me down. And I think like working out should be one of the essential um, agenda in our daily life, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Lots of people imagine working out is like going to the gym. Like these days, I, I, I don't work out in the gym because I'm busy and I have lots of things to do. But although I don't work out in the gym, I try to uh, incorporate things into my life that make me to do some cardio or to do some lifting or pulling or pushing. So I could be doing push-ups when I am, for example, between my online classes or some squat, And then yes, I go to the playground of school number five and I do a couple of pull-ups there and lots of hanging. So it doesn't have you don't have to spend a lot of money to work out and to get fit. That's the reality. And I'm gonna be turning 30 soon. That's crazy. I am turning 27, but nobody called you 27. You're already 30. So that's why what I realized is that like I should start taking care of my body more than before so that I'm gonna feel better. Like right now, it's not about aesthetics anymore. It's all about how I feel in my body. So the more I move it, the more pressure I put it as it is requiring from me. I feel better mentally. I feel better physically, so that I am ready to do my job and to be a better citizen.
In my opinion, it shouldn't be question. It shouldn't be question for anyone. It shouldn't be question for anyone asking themselves like, should I work out or should I do this? Should I do that? No, it should be one of the essentials. It should be a must thing to do for everyone. And the thing is, in my opinion, one of the reasons why people imagine fitness when they think about working out is that nowadays people are turning anything into business, like almost everything into business. And I think that one of the reasons why people the what fitness comes to their mind when they think about workout is that fitness marketing guys are doing great job, and influencers are doing great job because they are marketing their fitnesses, and influencers are posting videos every day. And as you know, most people spend their time on social medias, right? They're watching reels, and
Yep.
they get the dopamine from that. And then um fitness is a ideal place for, in their mind, fitness is an ideal place for them to work out. But I think that you could do work like brutal or like just calm workout anywhere. Even if you are in a 4-to-4 room, you can just do your workout. It doesn't have to be super expensive gym or anything. It could be just a hill. You can just go up, run up the hill like 10 times, 20 times. That just running up the hill itself can give you full body brutal workout. you know it could be stairs, anything. But I think that anywhere, anytime, any country, any city, um, being in shape and being healthy should be one of the essentials, because even if you're a millionaire, if you're not healthy, millions are worse, not worth zero. So
Yep. Okay. So do you have any stories or interesting things that happened to you that you want to share in your new job?
well, I'm meeting lots of new people every day. And one of the things that I realized is that how interesting it is that our moods and other people's mood are like correlated to each other, you know
Okay.
if you are if you're feeling if you're feeling not good, if you're feeling bad, or if you're feeling good, you can transform that mood to other people who are with you. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if I'm feeling good and I want to talk to to new people who are taking trips with me, and I talk to them for 10-15 minutes, and they feel good afterwards as well because I am giving the positive attitude and positive mood to them. And at the end of the trip, they are happy, they are living with a good mood, and giving me 5 stars at the end. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you want to be, if you want to feel good, you have to talk nicely to people. You have to be kind to other people around us.
Yep, I
I mean,
agree.
this is one of the things that I was learning, and I feel like I am now practicing it in real life
Mm-hmm. Good job. Keep it up.
because interacting with people and how to now communicate is one of the essentials. It's also one of the essentials to in anything.
Yeah, like you are studying business administration, and are you taking communication courses?
We
Or
are
is there
not.
any?
No.
So yeah, like in business, when you are working with people, like communication is very important. Like you can be a top professional in your field, but if you cannot communicate your ideas or opinion at a workplace, uh, at this in today's standard, you may even lose your job, or you may never get a promotion, and you would
Exactly.
be doing the hardest work and the work that nobody wants to do. You could be doing that, but like even tech jobs, like they require some form of communication because you need to talk to clients or team members, communicate effectively what to work on. If they are asking you to fix A and you are fixing B because of miscommunication, like this whole thing could mess up the whole project. And time is wasted, money is wasted, clients are mad because um, how to say, uh, programmers or IT specialists, like they weren't effective at communicating. So yeah, one miscommunication can cost millions and millions. So that's the reality. So that's what I'm assigned to do at my new job, to increase the communicability of students, to improve their communication and soft skills as well. At a workplace, that's an interesting thing that I have never worked. Like I used to pay attention to my students, my students from school, like most of them were very good at communicating, just talking, not being shy, and expressing their opinions. At least most of them. Now at the workplace, like we've got some people who really struggle to express their opinion. Like they have lots of knowledge here, and it's hard for them to get it out. So that's interesting thing. So that's what we are working on. I hope I will be able to deliver high quality classes so that they can improve their communication skills.
I think communication is one of the skills, along with many, is uh, should cannot be taught. You know, I don't know. In my opinion, it should be practiced. It should be self-taught. You know, you should teach yourself how to communicate because
Yeah,
if
like
you cannot,
yeah, I'm not teaching them communication. I'm just creating opportunities for them to practice their communication skills. Like lots of working in pairs or some teamwork or having small discussions. I'm just facilitating and giving these opportunities for them to work and creating a safe environment for them to exercise their communication skills. When these kind of things are provided, They can practice their communication skills and get better at it, you know? It's the same thing with English. At the beginning, yes, you teach some words, but in the end, at the end of the day, you can't teach the language. You are practicing with students and helping them to learn because language is not something that can be taught, it is something that can be learned. So, yeah, that's the idea here.
I think that's correct because whenever you, it's a different in real life, in real actual life, is kind of slightly different than what you read in the books. You can open a book. Let's say you open a communication book. The book is called like How to Communicate, right? Let's say, and in the book, in the first chapter, it says, "Hey, you're gonna stand up when someone comes, shake their hand, and do this, do that." But and look in the eyes and do that. This is you can read that, and in my opinion, like just following what is exactly written in the book is not gonna help completely.
Yeah,
You should.
yes, true. It's as I say, like you can't learn to swim just reading a book. You need to
Yes,
get into the
exactly,
pool and start swimming.
exactly.
So, yeah, that's the idea. So, practice, it takes lots of practice. It doesn't mean everybody is a bad communicator. You just need practice. Was there anything that you wanted to talk about?
Um, I met today. I met a Czech lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was my last client, and yesterday I met the Czech lady with her husband, and both of them both of them were from Czechia, and they were speaking in Czech to me. And yesterday the Czech lady gave me 40 Czech crowns tip
Mm-hmm.
just because I was learning Czech.
Mm-hmm.
She
Well,
gave me that. She gave me, hey, keep learning Czech. This is a tip for you.
good
And to,
job.
and today another Czech lady told me that the most taxi drivers don't speak the language,
Mm-hmm.
Czech language. They only know the basics, and I found and I knew it that it's good to know the language of the country you're living, and I made sure that it's so it feels so pleasant for the locals that the foreigners are coming to the country and learning the language.
Yeah, and that's yeah, true. And even on social media, I watch that now if you are going to Czechia or Germany and you are there and you don't speak the language, like locals are like, why are you even here? You don't speak our language. So the standards are going up and going high. I have some friends in China, and they were also like that. Like before, Chinese people used to appreciate, respect the foreigners, even if foreigners couldn't speak Chinese. Now, local Chinese people are like, why are you in China? Like, if you can't speak Chinese. So they are turning this way. After COVID, I think like everything is like upside down and a global shift is occurring. If you are going to a specific country, like you have to know the language. Yeah, English helps a lot, but if you want to be there, work there, and settle down kind of stuff, like you gotta learn the language.
English is super essential. If you are going to the country and you haven't learned the languages yet, English alone can help you a lot at the beginning.
Yes.
And locals do not expect you to be fluently in a very short time. You can take your
Yep.
time. You don't have to be fluent speaking their language at the at the first day of your in that country. They at least
Mm-hmm.
want to see that they at least want to see that you are trying, you know?
Yeah.
Because
I understand.
yesterday and today, I wasn't speaking good Czech. I wasn't speaking
Mm-hmm.
fluent Czech. I was explaining I was listening to some, and I was able to understand them. And most of the time, I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand that the fluent Czech speakers, and
Mm.
I could understand, and I was speaking super broken Czech, and I was trying to express my ideas in a very simple words, and they saw they saw that I have a desire to speak the language, and I was trying to speak the language. They don't expect you to be fluent because
Yep.
they know that they 100% know that their language is hard, and they admit it. Even locals, even the fluent Czech speakers, even like native Czech speakers, admit that their language is difficult. And if you
Mm-hmm.
make mistakes, and if you are speaking broken Czech, and they understand it, you know.
Yeah. Good.
At the same time, if you are practicing and learning the language, it's good for you, no matter what country you're in. And other day, um, I got pulled over when I was driving with tourists
Mm-hmm.
from airport to the city by police,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
the police was obviously Czech.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I made a mistake while driving, and he pulled me over for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And the policeman came and asked me. He started speaking Czech, and in the middle he asked me, "Do I speak Czech?" and if I am understanding him, and I told him, "Please speak slower, like so that I can understand." So things
Mm-hmm.
happen, and at the end, a tourist asked me that he asked me if I could ask a policeman to speak in English. And I
Mm-hmm.
told him, yes, I could. I can demand a policeman to speak English because I don't speak the language. I can demand a policeman even if he doesn't speak English, he should bring a translator or something. He should figure it out. It's their business. It's
Mm-hmm.
not mine, right? And I told him I could do that, but there is no point of me lying that I don't speak Czech, and forcing him to bring a translator or forcing him to speak English, because if he doesn't speak English, he might feel uncomfortable, and the situation might get even worse. And I told him that it's also one of the form of respect to their culture and to the people, so that they saw that I'm foreigner and I'm speaking broken Czech, but at least I'm trying to solve the situation, speaking in their language.
Yeah. So he just gave you a ticket or something and let you go?
He gave me ticket. Yeah, he was so easy on me. I think I saw he wasn't most of the situations. Policemen, the Czech policemen are good. I respect them. They are very actually good guys, because
Mm-hmm.
they are not gonna bother you for no reason unless you do something wrong.
Yeah.
They just don't really care. If you are good, if you are like a doing everything in order, like you're not speed limiting or like a, and if you're not doing anything wrong, they're not gonna come and bother you for no reason.
Yeah.
And and that day I admitted that I made a mistake. Yeah, I was making a mistake, and I saw it, and police saw me and came and pulled me over. And even if I made a mistake, he was kind of easy on me, you know.
Yeah.
He wasn't really hard on me. I saw that. I saw that he wasn't really hard on me, and I saw he was being
Yeah.
polite and kind of easy on me, you know.
Yeah. What was a mistake?
The mistake was it wasn't like I didn't do it like on purpose. So there is a in Czechia there are always like two, three lines for the cars, right?
Yeah.
And I was coming from the airport, and there was a line for just the drivers, and there was
Mm-hmm.
another line that is for bus and policemen, ambulance, and firefighters, and also there was written a taxi. like a big taxi board.
Mm-hmm.
It's also for
Mm-hmm.
taxis. I was driving on that way, and he came and pulled me over and told me that that way is for taxis, yes, but not for me. The taxis is like a blue taxi sign on, on top.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is that autos is for them, not for Uber drivers or like any other drivers. That is also only for the taxis which has a this yellow thing on the top of the car.
Oh, okay.
So,
You didn't
so
know
he,
that?
well, I didn't know that, and I kinda it was good to know, and because that made me think that there are a lot of taxi
Mm-hmm.
sign ways on the road, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking myself like, which is that the only road which I am not allowed to drive, or is it in the whole city? Now I'm asking people what should I do, like,
Okay. Yeah. Lesson learned.
lesson learned. Yeah, not gonna try to make the same mistake again. Now, I'm going to airport almost every day, and while on my way back, I'm not driving on that way again. So,
Mm-hmm. Good. Do you think this is it for today?
if you have anything to share, I would love to hear. Otherwise, we could end here. I don't know.
Yeah, like short conversation with you, um, but it's better than nothing. I'm happy that we are talking to each other every Tuesday. And yeah, like for now, this is it. I hope I will have more things to share and to talk about. Um, Maybe somebody's watching this, comment a question or topic. We could be talking about this kind of things now that we are posting these videos to YouTube. So yeah, we are starting slow, but slowly but surely, as they say.
Exactly.
So what did we learn today?
We learned that learning the local language in any country you are in is also one of the form of respect, and it's good to know.
Yes, and I also learned that like I don't have to be speaking the local language on the first day, and locals are very forgiving. Uh, for giving and give me some time to learn it, and I don't have to become C1 speaker in order to impress locals. So at least showing them that I am trying to learn their language and respect their culture when I am there is a great form of respect. And
Exactly.
I also learned that when I am talking to a police officer, if I speak the local language, I can ask him to slow down and speak the language and get out of the situation easily.
Exactly. Exactly. And also, I learned that if you make one mistake one time, we should try absolute best not to make the same mistake over and again.
Yeah. Well, let's end it here. I will talk to you on Tuesday.
Yes, it was really nice talking to you. See you next week. Bye, everybody.
So this is a real conversation,